I was looking over here because that's usually where my camera is, but I've moved it here, but welcome. It's your friendly neighborhood Badger here, and I'm in a different room. Probably sounds a little bit different. The room's pretty empty at the moment, but I have moved. So thanks for being patient. I know I haven't released any videos recently, but today we're going to be talking about a new character that I'm going to be making, which is going to be super fun. But right before we do that, I'll just quickly talk about the move because we're in this new room. It's looking, really empty right now, but there is a ton of space for activities. A ton for activities, which is really great. Thinking of putting a ton of stuff on this wall, on the back wall as well. Lots more lights, lots more fun. Maybe green screen, maybe paint this wall green, do the old Zizarin. Who knows? Not sure what I'm going to do. But right before we get into it, the best thing that you can do for me right now, because I've been, not streaming a lot, and so finances are a little bit rough, is just, just watch my videos, hit that sub button if you haven't, but let's move on into it. Today, we are going to be talking about my new character, which is an intelligence stacker. Now, I've been wanting to do an intelligence wander for quite a while, but I've kind of bit the bullet. I've crafted a lot of stuff in-game. We're still going to be crafting some stuff on stream, but I'm just going to quickly talk about what we're going to do. Now, this is nothing out of the ordinary or anything like that. This is a build that a lot of people have done in the past. And we're going to be playing it on Deadeye. Now, there's a lot of different choices. You can either go Occultist, you can go Deadeye, you can even go Raider, and you can go Ascendant. Now, Ascendant's probably the most damage with the most currency. I don't have a ton of currency, but I had enough. I've still got to craft some stuff, and I've got 64 Exalted Orbs here. And then the rest of this that I don't craft is going to go into, just farming up for a Headhunter, but our Harry Potter gear right here is kind of what we've crafted so far. I've got this Pain Charm Imbued Wand. Now, this is the best thing that I want to talk about that I crafted, that I'm also going to probably slot in a little bit of a pre-recorded section of explaining how I made this wand, but basically it's a wand with Weapons Penetrate Ellie Res, which is a chosen mod, which is from Ashling, an Ashling Slam. We've then also got the Hunter's lightning damage to attacks and the spell damage per 16 intelligence together. And then we've also got tier 1 crit multi and critical strike chance crafted on. And then, unluckily, the last thing on there is the chance to shock, which we Exalt slammed on. At least they're all tier 1, but chance to shock is not needed at all because we're going to be always critting. So I'm going to slot how to craft this wand at the end, or how I crafted it. I got pretty lucky with this. It cost me about 8x to craft, and it's a lot more expensive than that. Then Crown of Eyes is just going to be converting all of the spell damage that we're going to be getting into attack damage at 150% of the value. Power Siphon, 2 additional proj for the single target. An Awakener Orbed, attributes and intelligence. Turquoise Amulet here, which is not that great, but, it's good enough for what we need right now. Not anointed yet, still don't know what I'm going to anoint on there. Pretty nice intelligence, global crit, and Ellie damage with attack skills. First ring, then we've got some more attributes, intelligence, lightning damage to attacks, increased damage with elements, intelligence synthesized ring right here, pretty good. An Awakener Orbed, chance to gain frenzy charge on hit, and Maven Orbed intelligence gems +1 and 12% increased intelligence. Although it kind of scuffed. This is exactly what it hit when I Awakener Orbed. And look, I'm going to stick with it for now, but I'm probably going to craft another one with the exalts that I do have there. Then the other Awakener Orbed Silk Gloves here with max frenzy charges and chance to intimidate enemies on hit with some attack and cast speed while focused right there. Still not very good, but not too bad. Synthesized Crystal Belt with a bunch of intelligence, some increased intelligence right there. That's what the synthesized mod is. And then just some resistances and some crafted Ellie damage with attack skills. So we're going to be basically doing full lightning damage on this build because of the wand right here. Now, I haven't crafted the boots yet, and I'm still in the process of crafting 2 cluster jewels. Now, the first one that you're going to want is Veteran Defender with an intelligence roll on there. If you can get 25% or 35% increased effect of small passives, that's perfect, but it's really expensive to do so. Veteran Defender just gives me all attributes, Ellie Res, and some increased defenses from the equipped shield. The shield that we're going to be using is Ziri's Reflection, which still costs a fair bit of money, so I'm going to be purchasing that one pretty soon. but I should have enough currency to get this one off the ground. I'm going to be leveling a full new character. The tree itself is looking similar to this one. Honestly, this is something that I just pulled off. I pulled off PoE Ninja for DK Mumi Maker. Is the tree that I'm slightly following, but I am going to be altering quite a bit myself here as well. This is kind of how it goes. You're just picking up all of this, picking up the cluster jewel, going to be picking up Infused, but I'm probably also going to pick up a Frenzy Charge right there because it's some big damage. And then I might even also spec out of some other stuff and then pick up Disciple of the Forbidden and come down into another Overcharge right here. Go for less defenses, more damage. 9.6k energy shield? No, thank you. We're gonna be going for more damage than that. So it's going to be pretty fun. That's all I really have to say about the build. I'll leave you with the crafting of the wand if you want to hear about it. But that is, yeah, that's honestly about it. Come catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/thisisbadger as I get back into the swing of things. Once again, I apologize for being AFK for so long, but we're in this new apartment. Internet's all working. Things are going really well. And I'm excited to get back into it and start playing some more Path of Exile. Lastly, BPL news very soon. If you're excited for BPL, it's coming. Don't worry. I'm very stressed, but it's coming. Thank you so much for watching. I'll leave you with the craft, but until next time, Badger is out. Okay, I think I might slot this into a video that I might make, but I'm just going to talk about this wand that we made, because we are making an int stacker, so I'm going to try and go through all the steps of this wand. It's not going to be like all spreadsheeted out or anything like that. This is kind of me just talking about the wand and all the steps I took for it. Hopefully I remember them all, but this is getting close to one of the best int stacker wands in... What league are we playing right now? Scourge League. That's the one. The only thing that it doesn't have is attack speed on it. Now, we got to a point where we basically, the only option that we had was to Exalt Slam and hope for the best, and we got Chance to Shock. But I'll talk about that as we go through. So this is obviously an Awakener Together wand. This is a Pain Charm imbued wand. Very close sounding to Pain Champ, which makes me pretty happy. But we started with a Hunter wand. And on the Hunter wand, I alt-rolled until we hit adds 1 to 6 lightning damage to attacks with this weapon per 10 intelligence. Now, this is about 1 in... I think it's 1 in 400 alts if you're just hoping for that one. If you're hoping for either the spell damage per 16 intelligence or attack damage per 10 intelligence, it's only about 200 alts. I spent 2,000 alts.
A new subscriber.
Which was a lot. Thank you so much, Gunslinger. I appreciate it. But we got it. And then basically I just bought an Elder Wand that had the other mod, which was increased spell damage per 16 intelligence. And then Awakener Orb them together. Now, this is the first point of really, really good luck here. The Awakener Orb hit, obviously, the 2 mods together, and then Tier 1 Global Critical Strike Multiplier, and then another suffix, which was level 16 increased area of effect. So that mod is not really a mod that we want on there, but it was 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes. So we had the lightning damage to attacks with this weapon, and attacks with this weapon penetrate 16 Ellie res. I can actually go to the emulator on Craft of Exile and undo a couple of times, and I can show you what we were sitting on. We were sitting on basically this right here. This is my crafting project, Imbued Wand. Let me pump this up a little bit more for you. So at this point, we're looking at the lightning damage, the spell damage, the global crit, and the level 3, the tier 3 supported by level 16 increased area of effect. So from this point, there was a big choice that I had to make. It's kind of either just craft crit chance on this, call it a day, and then have a pretty good int stacking wand with T1 crit multi. Or we could big schlong it up. And what I mean by that is Ashling. So Ashling Veil right here replaces a random modifier on a rare item with a veiled modifier. Now, obviously, if we take either either of the intelligence mods, that's really bad. So what you can do, you can go to the bench crafting, you can go to suffixes, and you can craft prefixes cannot be changed. What this mod does is it means that when you Ashling Slam, it cannot take a prefix. They can't be changed, which means they cannot be removed. So the only prefixes it can take are the global crit multi, the area of effect, or the prefixes cannot be changed suffix itself. So it's a 1 in 3 to have the best outcome of this one right here. 1 in 3 of hitting the prefixes cannot be changed, which is still a pretty good outcome, because it means that we still keep the T1 global crit, and a 1 in 3 of hitting the global crit. Then from that point, there is also a 50-50 chance of it either giving you a prefix unveil or a suffix unveil. So overall, it's a 1 in 6 for the best outcome for us because we want a prefix unveil, right? So what happened here is basically you Ashling Veil, and no, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. It did the 1 in 6. It removed the area of effect, and then added a veiled prefix. If we just undo and try that again, you can see that lots of different things can happen. Veiled prefix, but it took the crit multi. It can veiled suffix and take the prefixes cannot be changed. So obviously there's a lot of things that it can do. Let me, actually just see if I can do this again. Veiled suffix, See, I'm kind of, now I'm trying to do it manually. If we can get there, can we? No. Can we get there? See, I got really lucky. I got really... Okay, there we go. Veiled suffix. Nope, we didn't quite get there. No, we're not getting there. Just bear with me, chat. Let's just keep doing this. I could just craft them on myself, but, it's kind of more fun just clicking on things in Craft of Exile. And veiled suffix again. Okay, brilliant. So, as you can see, this is really, really a demonstration of how lucky we did get and how subsequently unlucky I'm getting with this right here. Another veiled suffix. Oh my god. Veiled suffix, alright, okay. Veiled prefix. Okay, we're back to how it was. Sorry about the little interlude there. I might cut that, I might not, who knows. But we've got the veiled prefix. At this point, it's still not all GG. What we still have to do is unveil a good mod. Now, there are two kind of tier 1 mods. Well, there's one tier 1 mod, or S tier, and then one, A tier mod. The S tier is attacks penetrate elemental resistance. And then the other mod was the spell damage and non-chaos as extra chaos, which is still really good. The tier 1 gives about 20% more damage, and the spell damage gave about 15% more damage. So, the Ellie Pen gives about 20%. So, we unveil, right? This isn't exactly what happened to me, but we did get weapon penetrate and also the spell damage. I got to choose between the two. So we went into Path of Building, I had a look at it. Turns out attacks with this weapon penetrate 16 Ellie res is just the way to go. And then, look at the prefixes right there. That's exactly the same as what we had here. And then we had the prefixes cannot be changed. And then at the end here, pretty much the only thing that I could do, and if anyone in chat is like, hey, you should have tried this, let me know. The other thing that we could have tried is using an augment influence, although there's not very many influence mods that we do want on this weapon. There's quite a few bricks. And I decided to see if I could slam attack speed. Now, right before I did this, I made sure that crit chance craft was better than an attack speed craft. It definitely was. And so we put the crit chance on and then tried to slam attack speed. So I'll kind of emulate how this went. So basically, we just crafted suffixes on the end here. If we just go to critical strike chance, wherever it is, critical strike chance, this one right here, replace that. And then I just got out my trusty Exalted Orb and slammed. And, increased fire damage, not very good. So you can see that, slamming this, you're pretty much just going to hit a lot of stuff that you don't want. Slamming attack speed on this, increased damage per power charge would have been pretty darn good. If we did hit that, that would have been GG right there on that wand. Yeah, that's basically the wand craft, and we're stuck with, well, not really stuck with, we have this wand to play around with, our Pain Charm Imbued wand. The first piece of gear that I've crafted for my Int Stacker, my Harry Potter build, and we're gonna start crafting more. Overall, this cost let me just calculate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Exalted Orbs to craft. 6 Exalted Orbs, so that's how lucky I got. Turns out that Streamer luck's pretty good. Thanks for watching.